Hello, everyone. Welcome to the live. Welcome to this very special session. Today, we are going to launch the very special anniversary cal. It's going to be such fun tonight. So make sure you have a cup of tea. Sit yourself down, or I say tonight. Maybe it's afternoon, maybe it's morning for you, maybe it's very early morning. We appreciate you. We appreciate you making the time to be here and to celebrate this very special year with us, this very special cal. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the moderators. Hello, Julie. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Angel. Welcome, darlings. Then there's Dirk, of course. Welcome, darling. I just said goodbye to him, so I'll say welcome here. And then the most important welcomes are all for all of you. It is amazing that you are all here every week, all the same names. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Jackie. Oh, I can't read. Hello, Jan. Hello, Julia. Hello, Laura. Yoga. Hello. Hello, Annik. Hello, Cherry. Hello, Joyce. Michelle. Hello, Susanna. Unbelievable. It was only at lunchtime. It was only at lunchtime that Dirk and I were talking to Zoe. Do you remember Zoe, the moderator we used to have on the channel, who left to go and pursue a nursing degree? She came to visit us this weekend. We had a lovely weekend, and Jan, I say goodbye to him because he's going to is in his office, in the back of the house. And I was saying to her how lovely it is that every week during this Sunday live, you are there. All these names, all the same lovely people who we have built a community with over the last 10 years. Some of you have been following me from the beginning. Some of you have, of course, found me during COVID. Do you know what I mean? Such lovely people that we have here in the, oh my goodness, Shirley, Patricia, hello, hi Jane, Brigitte, hello Ellen, Rebecca, oh my goodness, Melva, Emma, Keith, hi. We are so happy for your 10 years. Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I still can't believe it, because all this time I keep saying to myself, from last year, I've been saying to myself, next year it's 10 years. I can't believe it. Now it is 10 years and it has flown by. Maybe not flown by while I was filming the tutorials and things would just not go right. But if you look back, oh my goodness, Joe from Brazil, so many of you from Texas. Hi, Diane. Cindy, thank you. Las Vegas. Oh my goodness, Janet. Hot day today. Elizabeth, yes, 10 years. Yes, Laurie, I have filled the wall. I have filled the little, I've done it I was naughty. I just looked, right, which colors do I need? Let's do some of those, because normally I would just take and do, but this time I did it targeted. And I filled up the wall. Look at it. It is completely full, apart from a couple of places there, which I will do, and there as well. I haven't got enough whites. I haven't got Didrik has to bring me more cream. Oh my goodness. Hella, yes, your 1 year anniversary. Fantastic. You are in for a treat. What a year to have been with us. Ingrid, thank you so much for your lovely comment. Nessa, hello. Hi, Nessa. Angela, Marta, welcome from Georgia. Is that Georgia, the country, or Georgia, US? Tell me. I know why I'm asking. There's a reason why I'm asking. Paige, New Mexico. Oh my goodness. Carol, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, the wall is looking so awesome. It is exactly as I wanted it. And do you know what? I want more of these plaques because I told myself I was going to make my own plaques, right? So we've got the 200,000. I want to make another one, okay? So do your best. Make sure. US. Okay, Marta. Okay. Because I want to I want to fill up the top with those plaques. And then I'll send a picture to YouTube saying, look what I've done. Carla, dank je wel voor de felicitaties. Dank je wel. I know, Jan, we do need some headroom, but it's quite, when you lean back, it's quite soft now. Derek falls asleep even quicker now. Oh. Hello, Kelly. You're new to the channel. Oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. For a treat. Oh, I am so happy. What we have done this year, the way I've been looking back, it's been amazing. And with all of your support, just being here, just watching the videos, commenting, leaving a like. Amazing. Amazing. I am going to start talking about the Cal very soon. Julia, is that right? You only found me at the start of the week. Yeah, wonderful. Fantastic. You've made a lot of things already. Amazing. I mean, I do hope, because obviously, it's not easy coming up with, well, it is and it isn't. What am I going to make next? It's not always easy, but I feel that you lot always support me in whichever project I am enthusiastic about. And then when I'm enthusiastic about it, you get enthusiastic about it. And that's just so nice. I have the feeling like whatever I make, you're going to love. I mean, I do think about it really, really a lot. It's not just like, oh, I'll do that. That's quick and easy. No, no, no. Not, I mean, I might do, but not always. With every project, I think, are they going to like it? Is it going to be useful? Is it something that's going to, enhance your crochet skills, your items that you can make? I could ask myself a lot of questions, and I do believe that you like a lot of the things that I am making. So that is what I'm, really, really happy about. Oh, Bridget, I'm glad that you are here for that and that you're making time away from the Sidmouth Folk Week, because that's what you've been doing or will be doing all week. Something like that. So yes, I mean, enjoy your week. Enjoy your week with that. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Oh my goodness, Jan. Yes, of course. 5 years ago, we did the Anna Cal. Can you imagine? And 5 years ago, in September, we did the Autumn Walk. Those are such milestones, absolute milestones. Ellen, you joined for the first time with the Autumn Walk Cal. Amazing. Oh, Marta, thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you. Yes, I mean, fantastic, Marie. Fantastic. I am so glad. Yes, of course. You don't always have to comment. Of course, I have been taking part in some live sessions recently as well, with to do with watercolor, because I find that gives me a little bit away from the crochet, but then my inspiration and my zest for crochet comes back after I finish my little painting, and then I'm back into crochet. So it's given me a lot of oomph, to keep going, momentum, to keep going with the crochet. And it's been a World Watercolor Month in July. So someone was doing daily videos, 10 minutes, and that was great to do. And I was like, I want to do that as well with crochet. But of course, 10 minutes crochet it's difficult, for a whole project. So yeah, I'll have to think about that. But she also did some live sessions in between. And I was like, oh yes, let's see how I can experience that. So I'm putting myself in your seat almost. And yes, it's lovely you know, to type, but then also you want to listen as well. So in the end, I was just listening and then I was typing it. Yeah, it was great. It was great. Helen, yes, you joined Ophelia Talks when 3 years ago. Right. Okay. I'm just reading. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for those wonderful comments. Jens, I do see you, darling. Don't worry. I do see you. There is a lot going on. There is a lot going on. Hi, Fran. Hi, Kathy. Tell me something, Jens. Go on. Tell us something. How long have you been on the channel? Because I recognize your name. I do. What was your first tutorial? Myra, Autumn Walk was your first one. Yeah. You watch me on the big telly. Oh my goodness. I must be so big. I can't imagine being overwhelming in somebody's living room. I'm sorry if I am. I might be a bit too much for a big screen. Yes, Mandy, you did join in 2020 as well. Yes, so many people. Yes. Hi, Stacy. The Anna squares are going well. Yeah. 2021, the picnic blanket. Yes, Jan. Yeah. Fantastic. Yes, of course. Tutorials are always good when you haven't been doing Crochet-A-Long as others. Michael, is that your name or is it your husband's or partner's channel? Let me know if that's you. Angela, fantastic. Fantastic. You've never made so many things. Yes, this is it. Yes, the mystery poncho. That was the very first Cal, of course, and I kept it small. I kept it small. Fantastic, fantastic, Jens. You're always there. Wonderful. I love that. And you don't need to be always, always commenting. I do realize people like to just be quiet in the background. And I hope that, the message gets through anyway as well. So I do appreciate you. I always appreciate you. I always do. De tas met de bloem erop, welke was dat dan? Was dat met de dikke draad? Of was dat de Kallax-tas? Oh, ik weet het al niet meer. Ingrid? The mystery Cal. Yeah, the poncho, Ina. Yes, yes. Fantastic, Susanna. The Lizzie blanket. Yes, the Anna Cal. The Windermere. The jam jar. Yes. With a softer color pack. Fantastic, Jennifer. Fantastic. Oh, I can't keep up now. 9 jaar geleden. Ja, Ingrid. 9 jaar geleden. Dat kan ik allemaal niet onthouden. Oh, I mean, thinking back that far, that's too much to ask. Oh. Lorraine, do you know what? With the autumn walk, it's misshapen, you say, but it was made with love, and you don't mind. You're proud of it. You're using it. It doesn't matter, does it? It's your blanket. It's the first one you've done. Cherish it because you can only get better from there, right? Fantastic, Jens. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Yeah, I know, Becky. I know. Okay. Lesson in Dutch. Lesson in Dutch. Okay. A blanket is een deken. Voilà, first word done. We maken een deken. We make a blanket. We haken een deken. We crochet a blanket. We haken een deken. Jam jar, the Lizzie blanket. So a couple of months ago, that was June, that's 2 months ago now, right? We started with our celebrations of the 10 years because the way I started my channel, yes, I started it sort of, it went ping with the first video on June the 5th, 2015. Right? So on that June the 5th, we had the start of our celebrations. We did a special discount for the shop. But also I released We gaan een deken haken. Ja. We released, well, I made a video of 10 years of blankets. Right? So I don't know whether you've watched it yet. If you haven't, go back after the live. Stay here now. Stay here and drink your tea and relax and listen. Okay. After the live, je hebt 7 dekens gehaakt. Well done, Gerda. Well done. Oh, look. Go and watch that video because in there I have given you an overview of the 10 years of blankets. Now, I did not start publishing blanket tutorials straight away. It was a slow start, right? Like a steam train. Slowly a crochet tutorial, slowly a small thing, and then we started with a blanket. Okay. And I believe the way I've done this is I've done this with everything. Also with wearables, I started with a simple wearable and now we're more intricate. So I have grown in this, and I hope that if you have been following me, you have grown into this as well. So yes, we had the video looking back at 10 years of blankets. And now, Annick, je hebt de Jam Jar, de Windermere, de Autumncal, de Lizzie gemaakt. Oh, en je hebt ze allemaal weggegeven. And you gave them all away. Oh my goodness. I find it really hard to part with them. Oh my goodness, you did not, Cherry. And you donated them all, Jens. Oh my goodness. For 3 years, Deborah. Only 3 years? Are you sure? You've all become such good friends. It feels like you've been in our community for much longer, you know? Much longer. The interaction we have, the sort of, we see posts of you, we see what you're making, all the commenting. It feels like you're so part of our community, and that's exactly what we want. We want to build a community. We want to be your friends on a crochet level. How wonderful is that? The Winter Solace, was that your first blanket, Hella? Fantastic. Yeah. Ah, Trish, I have it all ready. I have everything ready to reveal the cowl because, as you can tell, I have turned over the boxes. Aren't those IKEA labels fabulous? But hey, we'll put up with them. I was trying to get them off, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I didn't realize they were on there, so I'll spend some time scraping them off. But there we go. So yeah, there are 3 boxes there. Intriguing, are they not? And I have the blanket down here on the floor. And we are going to do a big reveal with the sausage and then the roll down. Have you seen it? Have you seen the roll up? Yeah, I'm going to do that for you to reveal the blanket. I can't slow it down, but we will have the big reveal like they've been doing on TikTok with lots of blankets. So people have been showing their blankets, holding up the rolled up blanket and then dropping it. That's what we're going to do later. I can't wait. I can't wait. um oh my goodness. The Agatha Christie, Claude. You started with the Green Way. Yeah. Oh, Donna, you can look at this later on as well. This will be a live, but obviously there's going to be a replay, so you won't miss a thing. You can go back and find out all about it in a moment. Sort of when you have the time. You're making the rose blanket and the picnic blanket. Fantastic, fantastic. So I asked you which one was your first project, or which one did you make first, or which video did you find first. And I did that, of course, for a reason, because over the years we have some iconic projects like the Jam Jar, the Lizzie, the Greenway, and of course the Odyssey as well. We have some wearables which are quite memorable, and we have certain items on the channel that are very, very iconic to me, and that are important to me, that I actually have a lot of memories with, right? So I have been looking back, of course, not just at the blankets that we made over the 10 years, but also I've been looking back at all the iconic projects that we've made. Laurie, you're being you're being cheeky. Right. We need more likes. Okay. We need more likes before I reveal the blanket. Okay. We are going to do a very special Cal, because I really wanted to look back. Which Cal was 2020? 2020 was Ode to Anna and the Autumn Walk. Okay. Because we started with the Autumn Walk. Well, the first official Cal was the Ode to Anna, but it was a poncho, but a blanket, I mean, was the Ode to Anna, and then the Autumn Walk, and those were linked as themes or as stories to my grandparents. And growing up living beside them, next door, right? It's sort of, you see all the things that they do. They take you along with them in what they do, how they and my grandma crocheted. My grandma crocheted so much. My mum crochets. It's one of those things. And I learned to crochet in school, and then my grandma helped me, and my mum, and I all I, all I remember is always muka. My grandma was always not just crocheting, she was always making clothes, she was always sewing, cutting fabric. Wonderful, just wonderful. But um, you know, the main thing for her towards the end of her life was, of course, crocheting. And there was so many things that she's made. Look, this blanket here, that stripy one, that is one that she made It's a lovely blanket. I have had it on that sofa, I think, for the last 10 years since we moved here, or, 12 years. I sit on that blanket every day, every time. It's always there. And everything that I design, I sit there. And I sit on the blanket and she's there. No, Chris, she doesn't. Rachel does not crochet. I have tried. She obviously she's young. She has a young person's life. She also does social media. She's a runner. She does her job, full-time work. She's running. She does half marathons. There's training, there's all that happening, but she does not crochet. So we'll see. One day she'll come to her senses. But no, obviously she has to lead her life, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to make her sit down. And I'm not going to tell her you've got to learn to crochet. One day she'll try, probably, and we'll see how it goes. We have tried before. It was not for her, but of course, whatever, Um, that's the way to look at it, Elizabeth. Yes, not she doesn't crochet yet. Maybe one day, eh? Wendy, that's not the only one though. I have one on my bed. I have one on my chair next to my bed. I have loads of them in storage. My mum has loads of them in storage that she's keeping separate. Oh my goodness, so many blankets. Um and of course, one of those. Thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Susanna, exactly. She is ordering crochet, and yeah, this is what Rachel does. She's ordering crochet items to wear, like the pixie bolero, right? That was one of the things that she said, I would like. And so I made her that. And look at that video. We have more than 1 million views for that video. Amazing, amazing. Then I also made her that flower poncho. And last week she asked for a crochet item, which really I don't know whether I'm going to do a video about that. It was very small. It was a top. I'll tell you, it was a top, but it was very small. So we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Yes, maybe, Paige, maybe one day. And, if that happens, I'll jump into the air really high. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Anyway, one of the more something like that, Regina, yes. One of the more iconic items that my grandma always used to make, and that I have got on the channel, I have made blankets with it already, is this one. Okay, this is what we've called the starburst square, because my grandma used to do the sort of the starburst in there. This is what we've used for part of the Ode to Anna Cal. We've used this for the duck pond blanket, right? And we have used for other things as well, And I'm now calling it the Anna Square. Yeah, the Anna Square, Donna. And yeah, of course, we've used this one, remember, for the legacy blanket, because this was what my grandma used to do. Okay, she used to make this whenever she had time. You take a ball, you take a hook, and off you go. You know the pattern by heart. Okay. and you can just make it. And that was the setup for that legacy blanket, where you make this, put it in a box, then you get other colors or leftovers or whatever, right? And then if you then find out that there's a baby on the way, maybe in the family or friends of friends or friends of the family, you can go to that box, grab the amount of squares that you need, put them together, and you've got a blanket. So that's what we did with the legacy blanket. Okay. And I believe, and somebody just said as well, I do that. Tracy Dagger, my go-to. I love this square. Donna. Yeah. Those squares are so beautiful. Nessa. I use that quite a lot too, Angela. Yes. So it's such a lovely square. You know the pattern by heart. It's a nice size as well. You don't need that many squares. Yes, Giovanna, we have the container blanket variation where we made it a smaller square. Exactly. So this is going to be the starting point for our blanket. So yes, we are not doing rows. Okay, we are not doing rows this time. This time we are doing squares. Okay, and we are using this as our starting point. Okay, this is going to be the starting point, but of course we've done that. We've made a legacy blanket all with these. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. All with these. And I wanted, as I said, I have been looking back at 10 years of iconic projects. 10 years of stitches. You see, because in these blankets there, we have made combinations of stitches. And those combinations have made for unique projects, for unique feels of our projects, to carry the story that I was trying to convey with those stitches in those blankets. So what have I done? And you might think, oh yeah, she's using the Anna square. I know enough. No. I am not just using the Anna square. Yes, I am using the format of the Anna square. Okay. But we are going to do rows of stitches in the Anna square of the more iconic projects that we have done over the last 10 years. So the Anna square is the basis, is the size, but it's going to be, we obviously, we are doing a set of Anna squares. Okay, we are doing some, right? But then the weeks after, we will be doing the stitches from, let's say, the Lizzie. I have chosen a week from the Lizzie. We're using those stitches in here. I have chosen a week from the Jam Jar. We are doing the stitches in this format. What else have I chosen? Pirate Cove Poncho. Yes, we are doing that little repeat of those rows in here. And you might think, oh yeah, that's handy, Anya. You didn't have to come up with new stitches. No, I didn't have to come up with new stitches. But two things about that. Trying to fit them in here was not easy. They were not easy because, of course, I've got a certain multiple in here, right? So yes, working that out was fun. And second thing, I have designed a brand new square. So one of the squares is indeed based on a blanket that my grandma used to make, or the type of blanket that my grandma used to make. But this is, yes, Susanna, a lot of brain gym. Yeah. Uh, and balloons. But this is, you know, one that a completely new square, completely new design based on one of my grandma's blankets. And yes, so 8 reprises, what I'm calling, 8 squares, 8 different squares where we're using old stitches, one brand new square, and of course, oh my goodness, yes, we will be joining them, and we will be making a lovely border as well. So there will be 11 videos for the blanket, and I can hear you ask, yes, Anya, but what about the colors? Okay. So, oh, thank you, Marta. Thank you. What did you say? That makes the perfect anniversary blanket. Yes, Paige. When I came up with that idea of, you know, I wanted to reprise stitches from before. I wanted to reprise weeks from certain cals. But how am I going to structure it? What am I going to do? How am I going to put it together? And then coming up with, of course, this is the most iconic thing I can think about. My grandma used to make this. This is something that we've used a lot as well. Do you remember? And I'm going to tear up again. I can't. Do you remember? Yeah, so this is the granny square, and it's literally my granny's square. Yeah, yeah. Do you remember the video where I opened the box with all her leftover squares that she hadn't been able to put together? So my mum gave me these 2 boxes, and she said, those are the last squares that your grandma, that grandma made. And I hadn't opened them, and I opened them on camera for the first. That was wrong, but anyway, I did it. I opened them on camera for the first time after years, and in there were all these in 2 colors, and I made that into a huge blanket. But now I realize actually that she must have meant to make 2 blankets, one for Thomas and one for Rachel, so both my kids. And because I remember she was always asking, what colors would Rachel like, what colors would Thomas like? And I did give her like purple and green or something, and indeed those squares are like a light, are like a turquoise, like a spearmint, and a purple, I think. So yes, I mean, that must have been for Thomas and Rachel, and I put them in one big blanket. So what I might do is take it apart and make 2 blankets at a time when the kids might sort of need it. I don't know. But yeah, I opened that box with her last squares, and that was just a bit too much. But having found that and having had that, and working with her squares, it was just amazing. It was amazing to do that. And if she was here today, she would be absolutely amazed at the fact that you guys are all here every week to support me. Oh, Layla, there she is. There, look. And that I would have so many tutorials and the crochet. She would be so amazed. So yes, I mean, I can only do this because you guys do this for me. You're watching, you're supporting me, with your comments, it's just amazing, amazing. So using this as our base for our different stitches that we have used over the last few years, because of course it was lovely for me to come up with stitch combinations. There are only so many stitches in crochet, but combining them gives you different effects. We are going to make some lovely, lovely squares using stitches that we have made in the previous years. If you have only just found us and you haven't made any of those past projects, then this will be a fantastic way for you to try them out. You will be able to try out a little stitch combination from one or two of the or quite a few of the projects, and you'll be thinking, do you know what? I like these stitch combinations. I'm going to go back to the original one and make that as well. So, and if you don't particularly like the stitch combination, then you know which one to avoid. Okay? So, yes, thank you, Ingrid. Thank you. Yes, I think yeah. Yes, Kelly, it's coming. It's coming. I just want to tell you the story about the colors that we have chosen. I'm going to show you the colors first. I've told you all about the squares. I'm going to show you the colors first. So I had Emma help me make the blanket, and I had her as well sort of brainstorming what colors are we going to use, right? And we did exactly the same thing for the colors as I did for the stitches. I looked back at the colors we have used over the cowls, over the projects that I have chosen to reuse in this cowl over the last 10 years. Which colors did we use? I put all those pegs together, right? Nancy, there is a video of me and my mum going through my grandma's blankets. There's pictures of my grandma on the thumbnail of the Anna cowl. There are pictures around, so have a look on the channel, okay? There's a whole video about my mum and I going through. I watched it the other day and I just sat here and cried. So yeah, it's been, and so we put all the pegs together. Then we took some out because some were just out there, and then we were left with 13 colors, and then we put 2 for the border and the joining. And oh my goodness, we have chosen the colors that we have used the most in the most iconic projects over the 10 years. Okay, let me show you what the colors are. And just to say, we are selling the packs as of tonight. So after the live, go to the website, have a look, or even straight away. But we have 3 packs. Okay, we have 3 packs, and these are the packs. Let me show you. So first of all, we have the colors in Stylecraft. I'll bring them closer in a moment. Oh dear, now I have a runny nose because I was all emotional earlier. Then we have the colors in Wendy. Look at this. So can you recognize some of the colors here? This Pirate Cove poncho. The fox in the autumn walk. He's here. The fox is here. Duck egg, because of course Ota Anna was in duck egg. Then Greenway for the purple and that pink. We have Jam Jar with the blue and the gold, blue, duck egg, storm blue for Lizzie, Mucka for Lizzie. Do you see the colors? Do you see them? Of all the projects that we've done. And then this one here for like the Miss Potter cardigan, because we're doing some stitches from there as well. Okay, now, yes, Elizabeth, they're all number 3 weight. Now, we also have, because every time we do a cal like this, people also ask for a version in cotton. Okay, so we have made a cotton version of a new type of cotton that we might start selling as well, if you're going to like it. So this is James C. Brett. It's 100% pure cotton DK, because in that range we were able to find the corresponding colors for the ones that we see. If you look at it, look, all the 3 boxes are practically the same. Okay, so if somebody prefers to use 100% cotton, you can order this pack. Okay, I have worked it out, and I have made one Anna square in cotton, just so that I knew how much it would take. So this is going to make the same blanket. You do need an extra ball of black for the border. So that's that. So if you like this cotton, if you buy it now for the cal, to make the cal, do keep us posted on this, because obviously we want feedback on it to see how you like it. Then we might do the whole range. So yes, we have the 2 packs, the Wendy and the Stylecraft here, and thank you, Ingrid. We always have people asking, so and it has to be possible, right? With that Cotton Soft range, it's a wonderful cotton, but their colors are different from this lot. It's not the same kind of colors. The colors in this cotton pack, in this cotton range, are similar, so we can do that, and we only found out about those a couple of months ago. So there we go. So those are the packs that we are selling. Now, one more thing before I show you the blanket. Okay, yes, there is black, right? We are joining in black, and we are doing the border in black, but because we have the boxes on the side, the joining in black is not a problem. Okay, it's going to be really easy to join them. I joined the blanket in a day, and the border, I have designed it in such a way that it is easy to do. Okay, even in black. I'm not doing it in black on the video because I want you to see what I'm doing, but it is not difficult at all. So I hope that the black is not going to put you off. I didn't want to do a black square because that would look different, but anyway. Now, one more thing that I would like to show you as well, because of the 10-year anniversary, Dirk has decided to do a very special thing, and he has had these made. And this is your golden ticket. If you find this in your pack, so we are going to be giving away, I think, are we going to give away 10 or how many, darling? Can you just remind me? This is going to be a code for people in the pack. 15 of these we're giving away for our 10-year anniversary, and he doesn't know in which pack they are. They've just been put into a pack, and that's it. Okay, he doesn't know where the packs are now, so if it's in your pack, you've got it. Okay, so you can win a 10-year anniversary voucher. It could be in your pack. And that's it. And some of you have now spotted the blanket. Let me show you. Yes, and not to Willy. Yeah, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah. Willy Wonka. Right. So let me show you the blanket. I'm going to have to move this chair. Honestly, thank goodness it's on wheels. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready? How ready are we? Yes, Ingrid, fantastic. Yeah. Are we ready? Drum roll. I'm going to show you the blanket. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Here we go. It's gone past. It's up. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look at this. Can you see all the different structures in the squares? And I wanted to achieve a little bit of a stained glass window effect. So we have the black lines going through it, then the black border, and all the lovely colors, the colors that we have used, that we have loved, that we have reused over the last 10 years. And I am so happy with this blanket, the way it looks, the way the structure, look how it all, and yes, of course, because it is mostly filet crochet, you can see through it and look at the lovely effect that it gives. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Oh, fantastic. No. This is just the one in what did I make this in? Wendy or Starcraft? Wendy, I think. Yeah, we made this in Wendy. The one in Starcraft will be exactly the same looking. So there won't be much difference. But obviously we've only just made up the pack for the cotton one. So the cotton one, it will work out and it will be looking different, but you know, that's, if you like to use cotton, then that's going to be you know, you're going to be making that one as first. And yeah, keep us posted. Show us what your squares are going to be looking like, and then we will see how that works. But yes, this is the blanket. I do hope you like it, and oh my goodness, thank you. Yes. Yeah, so like I said, there was a piece of grass still left in there because of course we have been filming it for the lookbook. So this is the blanket. We have, whoopsie, oh, that was dangerous. Which way should I sit? Where shall I sit? Here. Okay. Oh, thank you, Carla. Thank you. Well, we have been filming it. It was, you know, looking really lovely, all laid out in the grass and everything, and the location that we found. And it's so, like I said, there's 9 different squares. There will be 2 squares per week. So Wednesday will be a video and Friday will be a video. Okay. So we will start on the 19th of September. And we will be celebrating 10 years of Stitches. And we will have 1 video on the Friday, and then from then onwards we will have 2 videos a week. And of course, after the 9 different squares, we will have the joining and the border. So we will be doing this for 6 weeks. Oh my goodness, thank you, Marta, thank you. We will be doing this for 6 weeks, and after that there will be a wearable as well. I haven't finished it. I'm still working on it. It's going to be very special as well. And that's going to be a reprise of something as well. Okay. Before we start the cal, there will be some lovely reprises of things as well. Of this, I've got I had so many ideas. I just needed to, make sure we incorporate them all, and I couldn't incorporate them all in the blanket. So we're doing special things beforehand as well as after. And I hope that you will join us for this 6 weeks of making a blanket, making items that are going to be, iconic, have been iconic for the channel, and that hopefully will be iconic for the channel. But also for me as well, with this blanket, I'm also almost in my head closing 10 years of everything that we've done, rounding it off almost, sort of like a cherry on the cake, not closing, you know what I mean? You know, sort of almost like encapsulating it all, making it one, making it a whole. And then after that, we're looking forward to whatever the next 10-year brings, right? Oh my goodness, Kelly! Yes, thank you. Like the end of a chapter, but also, Mary Jo, the start of a new book. Maybe, the first book, the first volume, is finishing, and I want to start a new one. Not that I'm gonna change anything, but just sort of, So this was one of the pictures that we took while we were filming, and it was a wonderful location. It was very windy, very windy. So please, next time, can somebody remind me not to go outside and do a talking video when it's windy and sunny with long hair? Okay. I know we've said, keeping it real, but I am keeping it real. Okay. There's hair in my mouth in the launch video. There's like this, and I'm like, but there's people shouting in the background. There's camera moving. There's all kinds of things happening. There's wind, but I did it. I did feel guilty for not having done a talking video like this for a launch for quite a few times. And I'm like, we've got to do it. We're going to go to Dartmoor. I'm sure there'll be nobody there. When we arrived, there was like, lip gloss. Yeah. There's loads of wind, and you know how that blows in your, because I film with my phone, right? So that blows. No 4G, so I couldn't read my text, because of course you have to do it. You have to put your, I write it down beforehand, so I know what to say. Couldn't do that. Had to have it on paper, just to, the points what I know have to say. Dirk was there, so I'm sitting here, right? Dirk is here, holding the paper, holding the camera, shielding the camera from the wind, and I'm there going. So please remind me next time not to do that again. So whatever happens on the launch video on Friday, okay, if there is wind, if there is music or whatever, just, shouting in the background, kids appearing in the background, just ignore it, okay? Ignore it. Oh my goodness, it was, yeah. Yes, so you choose which pack you want, okay? Very often, the price will determine the pack. Now, we have Stylecraft packs, we have Wendy packs, and we have Cotton James E. Brett packs. Now, remember, we how should I say this? We have lots of Stylecraft packs. We don't have that many cotton packs because that's not so much in demand. But maybe there is. We have Wendy packs, but not that many at the moment because one color is on order. We have ordered it from them. It didn't come in. Okay, so if you want a Wendy pack and it is sold out, put the notify me button on. Okay, we will have more in 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. Now, the CAL starts on the 19th of September. There is time. Okay, it's only the 3rd of August. There is time. You order it and Dirk will send it. It's a lot of work for him, so be patient. It might take a few days longer for him to actually send it out because if there's a lot of orders, he can only do so many in a day. Okay, he does do long hours, but there is a limit. So do be patient with that, but we have time, of course, until the 19th of September. If you want the Wendy pack and it is sold out, put that notification on. We will be adding more to the shop very soon, and then it will be sent out. We have time. Okay. Yes, there could be the golden ticket could be in any of the packs. Yeah. Kim, no, there is not a written pattern in the pack because, of course, otherwise you can just get started. We start together on the 19th of September. The CAL is called the anniversary blanket, of course. So it's called the anniversary blanket. We start on the 19th of September. The videos come out at the normal time that I always publish my videos. And there will be a written pattern on the blog. So on our website, there is in the left-hand column, there is a word blog. So go there and it will be in that pattern there. It will be there in that blog there. The blog patterns for the CALs stay live for 6 months until the next CAL comes out. So if you have not yet downloaded all your patterns for the Odyssey CAL from the blog, then do that now, because in a week or two, when I put on, or by the 19th of September, when I put on the new blog posts for the new CAL, for the anniversary CAL, I'm going to delete all the other ones, because that's when it becomes a paid pattern only. Okay, at the end of the CAL, there will be a paid pattern, so you can have a embellished pattern. But during the CAL, there will be anniversary. What a good idea, Wendy. Fantastic. Amazing. Yeah, anniversary. So make sure you have your Odyssey downloaded before I delete it in a few weeks. Okay. Memo that. But there will be a written pattern. Now, the people who buy the pack from us, these people will also get a video, an email, sorry. If you buy the pack from us, you will also get an email like minutes before or after or on the dot when the video comes out. And that email will give you the link for the video, but also the link to the written pattern. So it will be, if you buy it from us, it will be easy to just wait for the email, click, and you've got everything that you need. Of course, you're going to have to make each square in particular colors, and those colors will also be in the videos. Okay. Simply Me, you can't, it does not take 5 weeks for the yarn to get to the US. Okay. Sometimes it's 4, 5, 6 days, 7 days, maybe 10 days. Okay. So there is time. The information video is coming out on Friday, and that's the video I was just saying, remind me next time not to do this in wind and sun and, all kinds of oh, yeah. There was something else as well. I don't know whether you realize, but Dartmoor, there's like roaming sheep and horses and ponies and stuff. And yeah, yes, there was a lot of things that they had left behind on the grass. Um, so trying to avoid all that was quite the job. So, you know, um, has he given you the Dirk has given you a link at the top here. If you scroll up a little bit, Dirk has already given you a link for ordering, but there we go. There it is again. Thank you, Nessa. Yes, exactly. Yes, Wendy. Yes, it was. At one point, Dirk said, and I'm going to try and say this cleaner than the way he said, okay? We have filmed one blanket, and at the same time, he said, we've about filmed 200 kilograms of SHIT. Uh, and I thought, yeah, that's about right. It was so funny. And then, Tony, I'm not going to say that just yet, darling. You'll have to wait. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Yes. And then when I was editing, so sometimes I'll be doing, something, or I was fixing my lipstick or whatever, and Dirk just sort of did a panorama over the blanket. And he sort of filmed from there, went over the blanket, and then he kept going, because I like that. I find it easier to edit if there's bits there that have nothing in it, just grass. So he went past the blanket, and there was a big, and he just filmed it. And I was like, yep, no, we're going to cut that here. So yes, it was, no, Trish, no, that's not the right amount. So yes, it was quite quite the day. But we had fun. I've made a nice lookbook. I hope you like it. So on Wednesday we will have the lookbook coming out. I will be there to talk to you. Hopefully, I'll tell you why. I'm not sure that I'll be there. I will be there. So 6 p.m. GMT, British UK time, that's when the video comes out on Wednesday. That will be the lookbook, so you can have a closer look at the blanket. And then on Friday, there will be the information video where I tell you all about, why I chose, what we are doing, what the theme is, how I came up with things, just like I did in this video tonight, or this evening or this afternoon, whichever time it is for you. And, again, with all the information about how many videos, where to find everything, and so on. So it's the usual setup. We have a lovely theme. We are going to be using lovely colors, lovely crochet stitches. We are celebrating 10 years of stitches in this blanket, and I hope you will join us. And already, thank you to those who have bought the pack already. Fantastic. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Wendy, I don't have many outtakes because, as you know, I film on my phone, and to save on storage, I delete everything straight away. There was no falling in the river this time, so that didn't need to be filmed. She casually dropped that into the conversation. Not me falling in the river, or in the quarry, because we went and filmed at Fogintor Quarry. A lovely location if you are local, really lovely to go to. And I want to go back and have a swim in the quarry, but yeah, no time for that. We just did the filming and the talking in the wind and all that, you know. But we will, yes, so if you have missed anything here, of course, it's only one pack that you need, okay? I did show you 3 packs because people like the choice. Starcraft is more expensive than the Wendy, and the cotton is even more expensive, okay? So it's up to you. It's what you want to, you know, what you like using. We know some people only like to use cotton, so this is your opportunity to make a very similar blanket that will correspond with the others as well. It's not going to be a shawl after the cal, it's going to be something else. Yeah, Shelley, if the cotton pack is already out, we have got some in stock. If they're already out of stock, make sure you put the notify me button on. Exactly, Tony. Yeah, that is what happens on Dartmoor. Yeah. Eileen, according to my thing, the cotton blanket should be the same as the big blanket. So let me show you. I'm going to show you everything again. People are asking to see everything again. I'll do that. So this is the square, the Anna square in DK, Starcraft or Wendy. This is the Anna square in cotton. And as you can see, they are practically the same size. Yeah, they're the same size. Okay. So that is good news because that means you're going to have a cotton blanket that's exactly the same as the one that I've made. Okay. If you are making it in cotton, we haven't made it yet. Please do keep us posted. Send us a few more pictures because I really want to see, you know, if you're making this in cotton, I really want to see it. So this is the cotton that we have now sourced, that these are the only colors we have for now. Okay, we only have it in the pack. If we get good reviews from this, we might start selling this. This is the 100%, it's pure cotton DK from James C. Brett. It's a lovely cotton, but it is a typical cotton. So not like the cotton soft. This is harder to work with. I never say things, you know, I always tell you the way it is. Okay. I don't sort of say, oh, it is the typical cotton way to work with it. Okay. Because I've made that square in it, and that's all I've had the chance because this only happened last week. So this is going to be the cotton alternative. You will be able to make the amount of squares that you need with the colored balls, but we've just added one more black for you just to make sure that you have enough for the border and the joining. Okay, so if you want cotton, you buy that pack. Then if you would like Starcraft, then we have these colors here. Thank you, Giovanna. Thank you. Yes. So this is a Starcraft pack, and to be honest, it is the same as the Wendy pack. Okay, the colors are very similar. And this is the pack that I have used and that Emma used as well. So we made the blanket together for making the squares. And we also, 2 balls was enough of the black to do the border and the joining. Okay, so this is the Starcraft colors. Okay. And this is the Wendy colors. And of course, we're not just making this square, okay, but this is the base square, the sort of the starting point that I started with to design other squares which use stitches from the last 10 years. And this is the blanket that we are making. And you can see through it and look at all the lovely, lovely structures and patterns we've made by using, of course, look, can I recognize something? Oh, look, this one here is the brand new square. This here, hang on, this is, I think, the Pirate Cove. This is the Lizzie. Look at that. So, Venice cardigan. See? So, we are using simpler and more complicated stitch combinations from before. Now, for some of you who have not followed me for that long, some of these will be new. And for those who have, who have been with me for a long time, you might have used all these stitches before, obviously. But do you know what? Making them in the small size is just fantastic. It's such a nice thing to do, retrying these stitches in a smaller format. It just making these squares was so enjoyable to do, so nice. So yes, this was the Wendy pack. Yeah, like, yes, Deborah, like memory squares. Yeah, memories of those projects that we have done in the past. Yeah. Wendy, isn't it just a lovely way? Yes. And for those who really like the rose, I do apologize, but I don't like squares that much either, I mean, I do, but I realize that some of you, maybe then you've made all the squares and then it's the joining, right? But joining these squares, because we've made the boxes all around, it makes the joining so easy. And this is what my grandma used to do. This is the Anna join. This is how she used to join her blankets. Such a quick and easy way. And yes, the back is not the same. So on the back, it looks like this because, of course, of the way we have joined. Yes, yes, Jan. Yes. I will tell you, of course, which stitches we have made. There will be old footage from that project. I will be telling you why and how, and I'll give you a little bit of background why we're using those stitches and how that happened and when we made the original project. Yes, so we are going to be looking back like a memory each time in each video. This is the video. This is what it looks like now. This is what the original was. This is why I've chosen this. And then off we go into the tutorial. Okay. Fantastic. Yes, Chris, both soft yarns. No, not Persephone. No, not Persephone. It was so hard. It was so hard to make a choice, right? To which ones am I going to use? And of course, I did go back to the first few ones as well, because I find that's always nice to do this way. It was a really, really fun project. Emma enjoyed making the squares. I enjoyed making the squares, and doing the border was just amazing. It didn't take that long, and I managed to find a golden formula for a flat border. We will see what the testers come up with in the end, and if it works for them, then hopefully. But it worked for me on the big blanket and on the sampler that I did in the video. So fingers crossed. Okay, so Dirk is already giving you a message that some of the Wendy has gone out of stock, but he will put some more in because he knows that he has some more on the way, but not all of it is on the way yet. Yes, I will explain again and more in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The main thing is, if you want to take part in the CAL, get your pack sorted, decide which one you want to buy. There's cotton there. If it is out of stock, we will be replenishing very, very soon. So keep an eye out. There is time. Over the next few weeks, I will be talking more about the CAL. This was a big launch. Oh my goodness, I've been talking for 1 hour and 20 minutes. So, I will show the blanket again. I will talk about it again because I have another story to tell about this blanket. Okay, so there'll be a lovely live coming in a few weeks as well. It's all happening. It's all happening. And some of the things that are coming out at the sort of August are going to be exciting. But then also from September, like I said, we're going to do some pre projects, again, to do with the Anna Square. We're going to do some post project, which is a wearable, and it's not a shawl. And it's a reprise as well. Yes, a trip down memory lane. Yes, exactly, Veronica. It's going to be so lovely. I've been looking for the footage, of course. Going through because I've got some external storage, going through it and then retrieving the footage. Amazing. It's just been really lovely for me as well to go and have a look at all those iconic items, iconic wearables, iconic blankets, iconic stitch combinations that we've done, and also all the things that we have done, that I have come up with, that I have done, that Dirk then took me on, like, let's go and film in Stourhead Gardens. Let's go and film, on the beach here. Let's go and film in Cape Verde. Let's go and film. Oh my goodness, all those trips. Let's go and film in Dartmoor, next to the pony droppings. All those wonderful trips that we've been able to do, outings. Yes, I've sat here on my desk filming tutorials, but in between, you have given me the opportunity to do all that. And over the 10 years, that has grown so fantastically, so wonderfully. We're going to keep going because it's just too nice to, not to do it, so yes, any opportunity I see now, let's come up with a theme, shall we? Where would I like to go? Maybe Scotland. Something like that. Anyway, yes. Let's film in Egypt. Just fantastic. The opportunities I've been able to have to film, to do this, it's just amazing. I know, Ingrid. I'm going to have a little sip here of my hibiscus tea. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little painting after I've cleared up, the sofa. I'm going to turn down all the lights and I'm going to have a little Zen time. And I hope that you enjoy the CAL. I hope that you will look forward to making it together with all the other people around the world. And of course, we will have our community in the Facebook group, where you can post your progress and where you can show off your make. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. It was a lovely live. I hope to see you next week. I have a lot more to talk about this CAL. So keep an eye out for that. And I will see you on Wednesday for the lookbook. So I'll be there chatting with you in the chat. It's quite a long one. We filmed quite a lot. It was amazing what we filmed. So do look out for the lookbook. And then on Friday, there will be the launch video. Yes, with all the, you know what I mean. So thank you everyone for being here. And I will see you next week. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Film in IKEA. Yes. Yes, marriage. All the crazy things. All the crazy things. Bye, everyone. Bye.